Are you ready to wake up, Ellie? Yeah. Yay. I'm so happy. Good morning. Today we are headed to Cinque Terre National Park, which means 5 towns. So we're going to 5 seaside villages.
We are Heath and Alyssa. For years, we traveled across the US, living and working in our RV before dipping our toe into international travel. In 2019, we rented a little RV and spent a month driving it across Italy with our baby daughter and 2 of our dear friends. After this trip, life got a little bit busy, and for a number of reasons, we didn't release a lot of the vlogs that we filmed during this time. But recently, we decided to start traveling again, now as a family of 4. And reliving these memories through the editing process has me more excited than ever to continue exploring with our family. So while these vlogs are just now being released in 2022, they were filmed in 2019, which was a different world in a lot of ways. So some of the things that we say might be a little bit out of date, but it was still fun to put these videos together, and I hope you enjoy them too. 5 minutes late, guys. Sorry.
As per usual, Heath and I are late, and we have a train to catch.
And Peter and John have been waiting on us.
So patient.
No, and you know, because we plan to leave early, we have time to spare.
Exactly.
They anticipated our lateness.
We actually don't need to leave for like another 20 minutes.
We stayed at a campeggio last night called Tigullio, and that is on the north side of Cinque Terre, and we've learned that the most northern of the 5 seaside towns in the national park is supposed to be the best one. So parking on the north side seems to be like the best thing to do.
Is that up for debate, or is that like a...
Oh no, it's a fact.
Well,
oh,
it's
really?
It's
Okay.
a fact.
I just imagine some like of our Italian friends watching this, only we have a few. I'm not
gonna
gonna
hold
pretend like
up
we have a lot.
cards,
And then
rated
being
1
like,
through
no,
5.
number 3 is the best.
Number 3. But we're going to go not in order that they are geographically, but in order of how highly ranked they are, because we have a baby and we have no idea if we'll actually make it to all 5 towns in one day with her. So might as well prioritize the prettiest ones first.
Zoe's first train ride.
That was absolutely terrifying.
We just got to our stop. Just walked right off the train and right out onto the water, and I see a coffee shop, so that will be step number 1.
Hey, that's like pizza, that's not like cappuccino. We are still on the hunt for a cappuccino so that we can become alive. The water is so blue. Like, we've seen a lot of really cool like glacial kind of lakes and things so far, but this is like cerulean coastal. Why am I not swimming in that water? Blue.
The reason we didn't drive this road into Cinque Terre. Apparently we could have.
I can't believe this is like a road for cars. Cappuccino. Okay, now that Heath is caffeinated, I think we're ready to go. Ellie is ready to pass out for her nap. Okay, we are in Monterosso, then we've got Vernazza, Cornelia, Manarola, and Ria Maggiore. Manarola is the one, according to my research, that's like the iconic photo that you always see of Cinque Terre, so I'm really excited about that one. That's town number 4. Right now we're in town number 1. One of the things that these seaside villages are most known for, bright colorful buildings, and they do not disappoint. They're all orange or red or yellow or some bright color that you can see from the ocean. See. Look at this, they've got like ceramics built into the stone wall.
It's like they made it into a coral reef.
This would be the place to get our ornament of the year. Every year we get an ornament that symbolizes whatever was the coolest place we traveled to that year. I like this place. One of the things to do here in the national park is to actually hike from town to town and go to all 5 towns that way, but we really want to see the towns from the sea, so we're about to hop on a ferry and head down to the next town south, which is Vernazza. I think we just hit a wave or something because we all just got splashed with water. Ellie seems to like it. Okay, we need to move inside.
Just like Monterosso, Vernazza sits right along the ocean, but you still can get incredible vantage points. We spent the better part of 2 hours just walking around in search of course, gelato, reading about the historic floods, and mesmerized by the unique architecture of this incredible national park. Although perhaps my favorite part was simply finding different vantage points through random alleyways and stairwells that led you straight out to the sea. Okay, my favorite part was actually the stracciatella, but the sea was beautiful too.
We're waiting for our next train of the day so we can head to our 3rd town to visit, Manarola. It feels like Italy. It's got like that stereotypical, like portrayed in the movies, like whenever you think of Italy, this is what you think of. That is what Cinque Terre feels like when you're walking through these towns. Wow.
Oh, it feels so good out here, Ellie. It feels so good.
Tunnel to get to the town?
Go through tunnels to get to everywhere in Italy.
If you're more fit than we are, then the thing to do would be to hike from town to town. You get your steps in, and it looks like a lot of the walk is just going to be going straight uphill, straight downhill, straight uphill, straight downhill. Most national parks are all about preserving the natural beauty of an area, but this national park is all about the culture and the buildings and the people who have lived here for hundreds of years. So you can see behind me, they've kind of built out terraces where they have been growing grapes, and they've been growing lemons. There's a lemon tree right behind me. And of course, you know, you've got the sea and you've got fishing, but this is all about the culture, the people, the buildings. You actually cannot renovate any of your buildings in the national park. So if you live here, fresh coat of paint? Nope.
One thing that we've been seeing as we've been driving across Italy has been these steep and jagged olive farms and vineyards that just look like there's no possible way that people can get into them and take care of them. So right now we're actually about to go on a walk in one of those that we've seen off the side of the road that look extremely steep. So we'll see how steep it actually is.
It feels very steep on my calves. You can see all of the terraces, layer after layer, row after row of vines. There's a lemon tree.
No idea what this plant is, but it looks very intimidating. It looks like a massive aloe vera plant. We really need to find Ellie a good matching safari hat. If you know anyone who makes baby safari hats, let us know. We want to buy one.
This is the best town of all so far. It's like
Iconic.
It's iconic. It's
Built
everything
up
we
into the
came here for.
hillside.
And even though we didn't get to all 5, this was supposedly one of the top 2 or 3. It's the best.
We hiked to the top of this little mountain behind us thinking that that was where we were going to get this iconic shot that we've seen in so many places. One of the most beautiful backdrops I've ever seen in my entire life. Right there. And there's like a restaurant like right below it. I don't know how they got that legit real estate, but I would literally never sell that.
We had a choice, head down and catch our ferry, or stop at this bar, get a drink, get some food, and then leave. Guess which one we chose?
activity going on.
I'm just trying to feed her. That's all I want.
At least you have a good view though, right?
Yeah. Oh, the view. Amazing.
Leaving Cinque Terre, it was awesome. We went to 3 of the 5 villages, and we did 3 by train, 2 by train, 1 by boat. So if you're gonna come out here, I would recommend trying boat, try walking, try train, try all the above to get to
I would
the
not
villages.
recommend walking. That was steep. We just did a very small part of that trail.
If we would have had her, we would have probably walked.
Made it back in the RV. We are wiped. We're going to bed. And then tomorrow we're making the drive. I think we're gonna go to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Not pizza. Pizza. I now I can't say it without saying pizza.